Hey guys, today let us discuss about object store module. Okay, so uh, we have to add this as a separate module if at all if you are not able to find in the add module section. Okay, so you have to get it from the exchange and you have to add it to the project. Okay, so this is the object store and we have seven different operations or okay. So store is something like which will store the key value pair. Okay, so before we get into the details, let us discuss about what does object store do. Okay, so object store is something. Okay, so which will save the key value pairs in the memory. Okay, so why we need to save this information? So this will save for a temporary purpose. Okay. For example, let's take some scenario where like companies will be getting the profiles of employees, right? If at all there are any requirements. Okay. So for example, let's say they are taking the PAN number and also other details to conduct the interview. Okay. So for example, let's say this interview procedure will happen for 30 days at a max as per their policy, or they should close a particular candidate's interview procedure within 30 days, for example. Okay. So in that case, so let's say they would like to um, store the employee details or the candidate details actually, okay, PAN number and his details in the object store, for example. It's not a database, it's just a temporary, okay, memory. Okay. So for example, let's say if a candidate uh, is done with his interview and he is going to get the offer, so let's say they are going to store his details into their database, for example. And if if a particular candidate is failing, okay, in that interview procedure, okay, let's say they are only storing the PAN number in their database permanently. So so here they are storing the details of the uh, the people who are attending the interviews temporarily somewhere, right? So once they give some offer to some the candidates who got selected, then only they are storing the information permanently. Like let's say till they're joining or till they make their decision whether they join the company or not. Okay. And whoever fails, they're only storing the PAN number so that they'll not allow that particular candidate for the next 6 months or 9 months. Okay. So this is one of the case actually. I just wanted to tell you. So where they can ideally use object store. Okay, before they store some data permanently into their database. Okay, so yeah. So this object store is purely to store the data temporarily in the Mule environment, in the Mule application. Okay, okay. So it won't reside in the application, but it stores in some memory in the background. Okay, when you deploy the application into Cloud Hub. Okay, so if you see here, I have configured. Okay, like this, so regarding the object store, we have two kinds of object stores. Okay, so that is we have default object store. The other is custom object store. So in this video or in this today now we'll discuss about default object store. Okay, so what is the advantage of a default object store? So this is like by default it will be persistent, so you'll not have an option to edit this. Okay, whether so maybe you cannot set it to transient. Okay, so it will be by default persistent, and also um, you need not configure the object store explicitly because it's a default object store, right? And also you you'll not get a chance to configure the number of entries or the time to live or the expiration interval for the entries that you'll be storing in the object store. And the third one is uh, yeah. So but the kind of disadvantage or advantage, it's like based upon your requirement. So these things will be stored by default for 30 days. Okay, this is the default nature or default settings of the object store, unless until you clear the object store or you remove the keys from the object store whenever you require. Okay, so this is how default object store works or object store works. Okay, so here we have seven, uh, maybe we can call it as operations that we have in object store. So that is store, in order to store the key value pair information in the object store, and retrieve, just to like retrieve in the sense, you'll give a key value as an input and it will retrieve the corresponding value for that. Okay, and retrieve all is something like it will fetch all the key value pairs information from the object store. Okay, you see here it is like retrieve all keys. That means obviously like it will retrieve all the keys that are present in the object store at the moment. Okay, and contains. So obviously here, you'll be passing an ID, a key actually, as a parameter to this particular thing, so that whether that is present in the object store or not, that is what it will result. So it will result into a boolean value, whether it is true or false. If it is there, it is true. If it is not there, it will result into false. Okay, you see this is remove, right? So so here when you are retrieving, we are retrieving only one key's in value. The same way when you are removing, you will be removing that particular key. Okay, I mean the key value pair. Okay, so if the key is removed, that means the value also will be removed. And clear is something at once you can clear everything within the object store. Okay, so these are the seven things that are there in the object store module. Okay, so I have prepared a simple payloads. Okay, where ID of the employee is this, like 12,250, 51, 52, 53. These are the IDs. Okay, and these are the designations, just for example. Okay, now, and also I have configured this flow in such a way that I am like based upon this path. Okay, based upon the path or this path, I'll be invoking the different flows here by using the dynamic flow reference concept. Okay, so here is where I'm capturing the path. Like here, I'm capturing that path into this URA parameter called path. Okay, and that is what I'm printing just for my reference. And you see here, I have configured a variable where whatever I'm printing here, that is what I have passed as a input to this variable. So here we are we are we are saving this thing. Okay, and this as a variable value I'm passing to the flow name, so that it will invoke these the corresponding flow. So this is os-store object store retrieve all keys, contains, remove and clear. 7, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so this is what I have done. Now let us see one by one. So remember, like one, I mean, let me recap this, that we are using default object store. Okay, in this session for the time being. Okay, so that means you need not configure anything in the object store other than the key. So you have to only pass the key value, that's it. Also the value. Okay, but you need not configure any explicit object store, or you need not configure any parameters like time to live or number of maximum entries or expiration interval. These things you need not configure, right? See here, it is the object store is empty, so that means we are using the default object store. Okay, which don't have any name, like we cannot see that actually, but in the background it is using the default object store. Okay, now you see here fail, I'm so this is the store connect connector. Okay, and here the parameters are key and the value. So key is what payload.id, that is what I am fetching. So this is what I am using as a key. Okay, and the value is this whole thing. Okay, the payload. Now you see here it is like fail if present. That means, for example, I'll show you that. Okay, and here you see, if you see here, fail on null value. Okay, so for any given key, if you are passing or if the payload value is null, it will throw an error. So that is what, if you click on this drop down, we have something like true or false. So at, ultimately it should result into either true or false. That's the thing. Okay, so this way I configured these things. Like in retrieve, I'm retrieving the a particular keys value, and retrieve all is like it will fetch all the keys, all the things, I mean all the key value pair information from the object store, and retrieve all keys, it will fetch all the keys. And voice contains, that means we are checking here if a particular key is present or not. So this is like we already discussed. So let me collapse all. Okay, this particular application is already up and running. Now let me send this input. Okay, this should be OS store. Okay, because we are storing, we have to store it now. So click on send. Okay, we got 200 success response. Now you see here, uh, see the path is, I mean the flow name is OS store, and you see I have put like key value pair got saved successfully in OS. Okay, so I'll show you this particular thing, that fail if present. For example, I'm going to send one more request with the same ID. Okay, click on send. See, object store already contains an object for key, this thing. So this is what it will show, and it will error out actually. Okay, now in the console you'll see that key already exists. Okay, so I'm just clearing this. So now in the object store we have only one key value pair of information, where key is this employee, uh, this ID, with this ID 12,250, and the value is the whole thing. Okay, now let me retrieve it. So now I'll quickly copy paste these things as a path, as the path. Okay, so copy paste, click on send. So I'm retrieving the value for that, right? So that is the reason you could see this value in the console. You'll see the flow which got invoked, that is OS retrieve, and whatever is there in the object store, the value we have retrieved. Okay, so let me copy from here, that is retrieve all. Okay, or let me type it simply. So again we'll get similar response. Okay, so yeah, this is similar response only. Employee key, this is the key. Okay, and this is the value. Okay, so that is what we got actually. Okay, so which is not in a readable format, but you see here it is slightly better. We have to convert this. Okay, we have to clean this actually. Okay, so that it will be in a proper format. Okay, let me clear this. Now click click on retrieve all keys. So click on send. Now see, we got the corresponding key. Okay, yeah, though we have put this payload, it is not actually storing because, okay, let me click on none so that we can avoid the confusion. Okay, now I'm checking on this thing. Okay, but for this we need to send the input, because for contains operation we have to oh, I think I have to remove it. Let me remove this. Also let me check these things. Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay, it got deployed. See here, contains is like we have to send the input, right? Like whether a particular, so it will fetch the key value from this payload, right? So that is what we have to send this thing. Okay, so now it will check whether any entry is present with this as a key. So click on send. See, now we got the Boolean value as true. Okay. Okay, this is okay, fine, no issues. Now let me, so now I'll be removing this thing. I'll be removing the key. So for this, we don't require it. Okay. In order to remove also, we have to send the key value as a parameter, right? So let me send the same thing once again because it is fetching from payload.id hierarchy. So let me change the path. So click on send. So you see here a key value pair is removed from OS. This is like a static logger I have configured. Okay, a key value pair is removed from OS. Okay, now for example, let me clear this. If I'm going to fetch something like if I'm going to call retrieve all this thing, so that it should ideally fetch everything whatever is there in that object store, right? So yes, let us see what we'll get. See, nothing we got. It is an empty. It is empty, right? We got 200 success, but it is empty. Object store is empty. So let me clear. So this clear is something when you have multiple keys. Okay, in order to clear everything from the object store. Okay, at once. So this will be used. So let me simply, though we have nothing in the object store, let me call this. So OS hyphen clear. Okay, click on send. Okay, so OS clear is the flow that got called, and everything is wiped off in OS object store. So this is what. Now let me try to store two things. So anyway, this we have removed, right? Let me click on send. So this will be stored this time. Let me send this as an input to the store flow. Click on send. So key value pair got saved successfully in OS. Now let me send all these things, okay, to store. Click on send. Now copy this, remove this and paste it here. Send, copy it, paste it here. Send. So you see in the logger, I mean in the console, it will show. Okay, previously we have cleared, right? So it is showing for the recent three things. Okay, three requests. Okay, so I'm clearing this. Now let's directly call the things like retrieve all. Okay, so that it has to show all the key value pairs of information that is there in the object store. See, this is related to 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So this is like it is in a secured format. We cannot read it. Okay, but when you fetch it, when you fetch the value, then you'll be able to see. So I have uh, performed retrieve all function. Okay, or we did a retrieve all thing. So which invoked retrieve all of object store, and it fetched all the information that is there in the object store. Okay, now okay, let me call this and only invoke one thing. Okay, so simply let me remove this 53 only, which is the last one, or I'll remove the 51st one. Okay, so let me copy this, paste it. So click on send. So this got removed. Okay, if I call this retrieve all now, then we'll get only three that will be missing. Whatever we just have removed, that will be missing. See, 50 we got, 52 we got, 53 we got, but there is no employee ID or key in the object store with 51 as a key. Okay, now let me directly uh, clear this. Okay, so click on send. So we got some response, leave that. Okay, but let me now uh, perform this, like copy this thing and paste it here. Click on send. See, nothing is there. So you see here previously when we clicked on OS clear, everything is wiped off. Okay, everything is wiped off in OS. I just put a logger there. Okay, so this is how all these things will work. Okay, if you still have some doubt, just reiterate this video, go through this video once again. Okay, and I hope you understood something or you got it clearly. And remember that we only discussed about default object store. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like it, please subscribe, and thank you so much.